Imagine being married to an awesome film director who just directed The Snow White and the Huntsman, a film that has won 2 Golden Lions awards at the Cannes Film Festival in France, which you actually played a role in. Then 3 months later, you see several photos taken by the paparazzi crop up in US Weekly. You see your husband nibbling on and being sensual with some 22-year-old girl in the bushes. Not only are you sickened to your stomach, but shocked that you actually know the girl. She spent hours with you and your husband on the film and you worked together. That 22-year-old girl is Kristen Stewart, the Twilight girl. How I call her because that's all I know her by. I know her by that Twilight movie. But everyone seems to be calling her Kristen Stewart, so we'll call her Kristen Stewart for this video. Now you are a model and your name is Liberty Ross, the wife of that awesome director, Rupert Sanders, who directed that film Snow White and the Huntsman, who was caught being sensual with Kristen Stewart, who has a boyfriend of 3 years named Rob Pattinson, who was the male star of the movie Twilight. And what do you do except post this photo on Instagram and then tweet wow on Twitter and then just delete your Twitter account? Well, that's what Liberty Ross did. To make matters worse, Liberty Ross played Queen Eleanor, Snow White's mother, and Snow White was played by Kristen Stewart, the chick who cheated with Rupert Sanders. How fucking awkward is that? How do you get out of this situation if you're Kristen Stewart or Rupert Sanders? How do you make amends with your wife after she caught you kissing another woman outside and you didn't even admit it to her? She caught you by seeing public photos that were publicly released in a huge magazine. Can you really forgive someone who's betrayed your trust? That's the question I'm asking you. At what point can you really forgive and forget such an incident? Being married and being cheated on, or being cheated on by a girlfriend or boyfriend. And even if you forgive them, can you really trust them? Kristen Stewart said, "I'm deeply sorry for the hurt and embarrassment I've caused to those closest to me and everyone this has affected. This momentary discretion has jeopardized the most important thing in my life, the person I love and respect most. Rob, I love him, I'm so sorry." It was reported by Perez Hilton that Rob Pattinson was horrified, and it's been confirmed that he's moved out of Kristen Stewart's house. And he told Perez Hilton she only had to call 2 people, me and Liberty. And Liberty Ross is the wife of Rupert Sanders, the guy she cheated with. Why did she issue a public apology? Why do you do something so wrong and then against someone and then issue a public apology about it? Is it to save her own career? If you really cared about the person, wouldn't you go directly to them and tell them in a private setting? Or would you go not tell them and go to the public and tell the public that you cheated on them? I mean, say you stole something from someone's house. Do you go to the radio and say, "Oh hey, you guys that live on 45 McLennan Lane, I stole that thing from you and I'm sorry for that"? Or do you knock on a door and tell the truth? Why do we run away from the truth when it's so glaringly in front of us? I mean, how far do we think we're gonna run away from the things that we do, especially those things that we do that affect others? Do you think for a second that life won't throw you under the bus or won't throw you in the lion's den eventually for something that you've done, especially when it affected someone else? I mean, you can only run for so long. And then Rupert Sanders said, "I'm utterly destroyed about the pain I've caused my family. My beautiful wife and heavenly children are all I have in this world. I love them with all my heart. I am praying that we can get through this together." Rupert Sanders said that. We all know how Liberty Ross responded. She just deleted her Twitter account. I have one question for you. Why is it that when you lose something, do you truly realize how important it was in your life? Answer in the comments below. See you guys in the next video.